Hey YouTube, how's it going today? So, somebody on chat recently asked, how do you do video editing from a regular camera on your cell phone? I'm like, well, it's easy. I just take the memory card out of the camera, plug it into a USB hub, plug that into an OTG adapter, plug that into my phone, connect the HDMI cable, connect that into my TV, hook up a mouse and a keyboard, and I edit on my phone. Not always. Sometimes I edit on the bus. Now, I don't have a mouse and a keyboard or anything. I still have to have that USB card reader because my camera doesn't use micro SD cards. And it doesn't support transferring videos over Wi-Fi. So I end up having to still use that USB hub or transfer it using the laptop. But this is a video about how to edit video using just your phone and maybe a few assorted dongles, but it doesn't count if we're using the laptop too. So, without further ado, I will show you how I do my editing. First, I'm going to show you how everything's wired up and hooked together. So, take a look at this. Alright, so we've got my TV connected to my phone. My phone is connected to my camera's Wi-Fi, and that is broadcasting a live broadcast, which is how I'm able to sit here and see how my camera's aimed without looking at it. And yeah, it looks great. Yes. Drag the focus point here, and it's focused. I don't have to use the computer. The computer's actually not being used at all right now for this. The computer's just sitting there on chats. It's connected to the keyboard and the mouse, but that's done through. So the mouse goes around here, plugs into this USB hub. The USB hub plugs into my multi-dongle. My multi-dongle has a USB 3 port, an HDMI port, and a USB-C power input port. That then goes into my cell phone, and the cell phone then does screen mirroring and USB extension stuff and allows you to use it like a regular phone here. You can even adjust the shutter speed down a bit, make it so that you can see what I'm looking at a little better. Look at that, how cool is that? Video feedback. This is how I can use the phone as a video screen to be able to line up my shot and make sure that the camera's working properly, trigger the camera and all those things like that. But what about the actual editing? Well, for that, I'm going to switch to using screen capture on the phone. So now we need to get the memory card reader and the memory card out of the phone, and we're going to plug those into the USB hub. And that should show up our files that we just did. Nope, we are not going to do that with F-Droid. USB storage. Go to our video file that we just shot here, which should be this one here. 2.5 gigabytes. 2.9 gigabytes actually. Move that out of my way. Actually, it's not in my way. Then we go to our scratch folder, which for my purposes, I've been using a folder inside my DCIM. This will take a few minutes because it is 3 gigabytes. But if you have a fast card reader and a fast card, it won't take all that long at all because it should max out the USB 2 bus. We'll come back as soon as this is done copying and set up our scene in the video editor. Alright, so now that we've got our video file copied over, we'll open up the video editor. Alright, so this is my favorite video editor right here. However, Cyberlink Power Director is a very close second for me. There are a few things that I use Cyberlink Power Director for instead, which Honestly, it doesn't really matter, but it's whichever one you're more familiar with. The problem with Cyberlink, it doesn't do crossfade transitions properly, and that can be a real pain. Also, Kinemaster has a whole lot more advanced features like volume envelope, overlays that are more complicated. It's more of a real actual video editor than something that quickly chops something together like Power Director is. So, let's get started here. First, we're going to import the video files that we just made. We're going to put up a new project here. I'm going to figure out where I'm going to put my overlay here. I'm probably going to stick it up there so it's not in the way. Grab our media files. First one was from video editing demo. Add that one in. Second video file is, add those as well. Well, it's easy, And now, you just go through and you edit your video like you would normally edit.
Hey YouTube.
I'll show you a few cuts here.
How's it going today? So, somebody on chat recently asked, how do you do video editing from a regular camera on your cell phone? Well, it's easy.
I'm too dramatic sometimes, but all of the things that I'm doing here do not require a mouse and keyboard. You can totally just pick up your phone and do it by hand. I'm going to zoom in a bit on that track so that I can select it more easily.
Plug that into
You've already seen all this as you're watching the video that I'm editing. So trim to the left of the playhead. Now we're going to add in a transition here. You got to zoom in just a little bit more so that you can actually see where the transition goes. I guess I'm still not zoomed in enough. There we go. Transition, I almost always use the crossfade. I love the fact that you can select how long the crossfades are and all that stuff so easily like that. So now, I'll rewind a bit more. It lags a bit when Alright, so you've already seen all of this because I've edited it and put it in here. So I'm just going to do a quick edit here, chop it all together, and I'll show you how we render it afterwards. Alright, so now we've got our timeline all finished up here. Just going to drop in the last file here from the screen recorder. And then what we're going to do is speed it up and render the video. Now, I did read online here while I was doing this that there are actually quite a few different keyboard shortcuts here. Like D splits it in the middle of the playhead like this. Control Z works. Control Y to redo works. You can split at the end with F. Split before with S. So yeah, there's a bunch of keyboard shortcuts you can do too. It's really fast actually if you use the keyboard. But you don't need to use the keyboard. You can use just the phone. Anyways, that is how you make a video with a phone and a camera and no computer. Do some nice video editing, get a good quality video output. This isn't meant to be a comprehensive guide to Kinemaster by any means. I would recommend that you look up more videos if you want to know more on that. Just practice. It's not really that hard to figure out. There's not a whole lot of buttons. It's a pretty simple and easy to understand program. But I would thank you for watching. Like and subscribe and all those things, and
I will see you again later. Thanks for watching.